2019 was, on the surface, it looks like it was a divisive year. It seems like a lot of us are more polarized than ever, but from my perspective, it was another chance and a great opportunity to see between the lines, I guess, and see the goodness.
A lot of things that were low moments for the city, but also a lot of very positive moments. You got to see a lot of the best of people.
I met the Murray family through another family that is very special to me. The Pyron family in Sanger. Their son Blake is the first person in Sanger with Down syndrome to own a business. They have their pulse on the community. They're incredible people. And when they call me and say, I've got a story idea, I listen.
Ask anyone who rides motorcycles and they'll tell you.
You get to feel the actual pavement, you feel the air.
There is nothing like it.
I love it, absolutely addicted to it.
For years, it's been Chris Murray's outlet. His Instagram page devoted to it. A love he's been able to share with his 72,000 followers. But not with the one person who means the most.
Come here, big boy. You want dad, don't you? You want dad.
This is Chris's brother, Nicholas.
Come here, let's sit down.
Nicholas was born with Angelman syndrome, a rare genetic disorder that affects his ability to walk, talk, and take care of himself.
Then you see the video of Nicholas in the motorcycle for the first time, and you don't have a soul if you are not moved by that video. The grin on his face, the passion that his brother had for getting him in that motorcycle. It seemed like a slam dunk to me. I needed to talk to these people, and I needed to talk to the guy who helped make their dreams happen with that motorcycle, and I am so glad I did, because that story will stay with me for the rest of my life.
And on a YouTube video now viewed more than 300,000 times, we watched as Nick experienced the thrill of a motorcycle for the very first time. It is now a joy Nick gets to feel alongside his brother.
Here you go.
Day after day.
There you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy.
Courtney is in her late 20s and she finally got to go to college for the very first time. The problem is there were some problems at birth. Oxygen was cut off, and so she's been developmentally delayed all of her life. But she graduated from high school, and the one thing that she desperately wanted to do was to be an Aggie.
If I'm having a bad day, I'm like, what's up, mini-me?
Her grandfather went to A&M, her dad went to A&M, her mom went to A&M. So why not her too?
I hate when people say I can't do something. I knew college was right for me. I'm ready to find out who I'm meant to be in life.
So in an office on the A&M campus right next to that statue of the little girl, they had an idea.
Well, Courtney has probably already told you this, but she's ready to move to College Station and never leave.
Why not give the Courtneys of the world a chance to be an Aggie too?
And because they have the same dreams and the same aspirations as their peers without disabilities, but historically they've not had the same access.
All right. Can we have a whoop? Woo!
The acceptance letter came just a few weeks ago.
Congratulations!
Courtney Elizabeth Osborne would get her Fighting Aggie chance. What I remember most about Courtney is that she has a love of life. She's happy, she is motivated, she is just like the rest of us who just wants to, in her words, find her place in the world. That's what all of us want to do, whether we're considered normal or special needs or whatever the case might be. And she's found that by finally getting to go to Texas A&M and fulfill that dream.
Somebody sent me the link to this video of Kashmir doing her makeup with her feet. And then I saw she was from Dallas. I'm like, oh, I have to meet her. We have to find her. We have to do this story.
Every morning, Kashmir Culberson gets ready, just like you. And that's important to remember. Because
this chair is loud.
How she gets ready is probably not like you.
I don't put on eyelashes every morning. I try to sometimes, but
if you've never seen someone use their feet in this way, it is fascinating.
I guess the way I carry myself, Like, I'm not sad about anything or nothing.
The precision and flexibility and that relaxed vibe that every stroke of a brush is no big deal.
I'm just happy in my own skin. I'm figuring it out just like everyone else.
She's showing everybody through videos, and I think it shows how strong she is to say, okay, I know I'm different and I'm gonna show how I do everyday things that we all do in my certain way.
Thank you very much.
This is the morning routine of John DeShazo Jr., 92-year-old
Good morning.
John DeShazo Jr.
Arriving, red line.
Or, as he prefers to call himself, just a regular guy on his way to work.
I've had to get up earlier because I'm slower.
This is the red line.
Thank you very much. Once I get going, I'm okay.
And to know that he could take the train every day, take that commute, walk to work, work for an 8-hour workday, and go home 5 days a week, you start to wonder about your dedication as well, and you really don't have any excuse to call off sick anymore after watching his story.
The thing is, a lot of people, when they send story ideas, they reach out with a story idea, they kind of downplay it. They don't necessarily understand the significance of their story, because most people think, who, me? I don't have a story. There's nothing special about me. But ordinary people are what make the world special.
Paisley first uncovered her uncertainty in preschool.
Yep.
She was 4, and her class had just read a story from the Bible about refugees.
Oh, great. You learned about refugees at school. Wasn't necessarily a topic I wanted to discuss at length with a 4-year-old.
But Paisley demanded to know more, and when she found out the world is still full of refugees,
She came in crying with an armful of stuffed animals, and she just said, I want to give these to the refugee kids.
she sent every stuffed animal she had and collected 250 more for refugee kids in Syria.
Because I want the world to be a better place.
If you see a 6-year-old who's raising $50,000 for people she doesn't know, just so they can get an education, you see a 6-year-old who's going to Geneva, who's going to the UN to speak to world leaders, a 6-year-old, and she's also nominated for an award, a worldwide award that goes to someone who helps the cause of refugees. When you see a 6-year-old accomplishing those things, you have nothing to do but be inspired.